Alright guys, welcome back to the Frugal Homestead, and I thought we'd take the moment today and do a Woodyard inventory update. Now, we talked earlier in the year about doing 50 cord this year. Clearly that's not going to happen, but we did want to show you how much inventory we have, what's been cycling through. We also want to talk about how we're trying to make sure we have plenty to take care of our yearly customers, which some of them do watch this channel, so this will kind of let them know how soon they should get out and buy. But with that said, I do have to mention that today's video is sponsored by Connecten Internet, but more on that later. So let's go ahead and just do a walkthrough here, and then we'll talk about numbers later in the video. But as you can see, we've got a considerable bit up here by the house. Now, these are double road thick here, and these are all 1/3 of a cord. And then here we have some 1/4 of a cord, which is a test we're going to do this year. Over here we got a loose stack that I'm going to be using for bundles once they dry, and the stack behind it is a 1/3 of a cord. And then we got our beautiful junk pile that needs hauled in. But if you come down here, you can see we have more 1/3 of a cord, and then some burner fuel that we've been burning through in the kiln. And then down here we've got a bunch more 1/3 of a cords that has been getting really suntanned, but has also broke the pallets, so I'll need to sell those first. But then we've got even more down here, and I need to get in here and trim some of these tree limbs to let more sun in so that they can finish drying, because they're definitely starting to get a nice little suntan, and some of this stuff back there is really drying out fast. Alright, so now as you can see in here, we have about 50 of our firewood bags made up. These have been selling pretty regularly from people buying 10 to 20 at a time for their businesses down here in this tourist area. Now, if you've seen any of our other videos, we usually do the strapped bundles as well. But right now we have none because our 2 stands have been selling out constantly. But with that said, we've got some wood over in the kiln. I'll take you over to look at that. But first, it's time to pay the bills, so a word from our sponsor. So for those of you who don't know, Connecten is a wireless internet provider that uses all 3 of the top major networks in the USA. That means AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon. So you have the ability to have the best service wherever you are. Now, in our home, we use it to stream, we use it to upload our YouTube videos, and do all the normal things you would do in your home. But Connecten doesn't stop there, because they have amazing equipment, and it's a low power draw. Why that matters? Well, because for one, we're taking our tiny house off grid here, so power does matter in our future buildup, which is one of the reasons we chose them. The other is that we travel a lot. We like to go out on the road, and when we're out on the road, a simple power inverter that plugs into your cigarette lighter, very, very low wattage, usually around $20, can be had that you plug the unit into, and as you're going down the road, you've got power. Now, not only that, but we like to go places that there is no power, or that the internet is no good. For example, have you ever used internet in a campground? They're always terrible, especially at night when everybody's trying to use it. Why not bring your own? Can your home internet do that? And with plans starting at a simple $69 a month, how can you go wrong? Think about it. You're saying, oh, I have T-Mobile home internet, or I have Verizon home internet for this price. But what happens when there's too many people on that network? Are they going to let you change from T-Mobile to Verizon, from Verizon to AT&T? No, that's where Connecten comes in line. If you are van life, if you are traveling, if you're a person that wants to have internet no matter where you go, Connecten is for you. And with that said, I will put all the information in the description box below so you can go check it out for yourself. Now back to the video. All right, now back here by the Rugged Maid, we have a bunch of red maple we just split up. It's going to be going into the kiln. We're going to go in here, but I'm going to keep it short in here because it's over 150 degrees. So, whew, baby. So it's 149 degrees. I don't know if you guys can see that. But we got oak, we got a mix of everything in here. This is all red maple. Up here on top behind is oak. And all this down here is a mix of poplar and red maple. So this thing is cooking. I gotta get out of here. But you can see that we have a little less than 1/3 of a cord here. And inside there, there's probably another 1/2 cord, I would say, easily, if not more. So all that added together, let's go over some numbers. All right, so the numbers break down like this. In stacked wood out there, we probably have 37 1/3 of a cords, 6 1/4 of a cords. We have 1/3 of a cord here on the ground. We have 50 bags out there, which is over 1/2 cord. And then we have 1/2 cord, 3/4 of a cord in here. So we're not going to hit our 50 cord this year just because we have so many other things going on. We have other things that are going to be going on with the property out there in the woods. I will save that for a later video. But also you have to understand that we've probably already sold, after paying for all that oak that we bought earlier this year, about $3,000 in wood. So the breakdown on that's the number after we paid for everything this year. All the money we put out has already been paid back plus $3,000. So I would say we're probably going to hit somewhere between 25 and 30 cord this year. And I don't really plan on doing much more than that, to be honest with you. There's too many other opportunities. I do think we need to pull that much at least out of our woods or from other job sites when people call us, or over at my dad's, just to keep everything maintained, the woods cleaned up, you know, utilizing our resources, especially when deadfalls happen and stuff, or storms knock trees down. We've had a lot of blowdowns this year. Getting out and getting that wood quickly is just smart to go get it, because if not, it's just going to rot. Now, it's okay to have goals and not achieve them, as long as you're not achieving them because you have other things that come up that are more important or more beneficial. Now, this has been an extremely hot year. We're at like 93 degrees right here right now. And this kiln setup, while it's working, is not efficient. We've probably burned, I want to say about 4 truckloads, maybe 5 truckloads of wood. Granted, it's all been trash. You know what I mean? It's not sellable wood like you would normally think is in stick wood, but still. So one of the things we're looking at is going smaller, but all electric firewood kiln, doing a 1/2 cord, and then figuring out the cost ratio on that, and if it makes sense, maybe even converting that over to solar. I still want to do kiln drying. I just don't think I want to do it on this giant of a basis. Next year we're going to hit the ground running a lot earlier and work on mixed hardwood, because it dries so much faster than the oaks do. So that's the plan. That's where we're at with the inventory. So I would love to hear from you guys. Are you guys done with your firewood for the year? Because we still have to cut a lot more just for us to burn in the tiny house this year, as well as a little bit to burn for the main house, just to keep the chill off on the worst of cold nights. How's your firewood production coming for the year? Let us know down in the comments. And if you haven't already, and I don't know why you wouldn't have, guys, come on, go down, hit subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can see all of our upcoming videos. Leave us a comment, leave us a like, let us know what's going on with you in your wood yard, and I will see you in the next one.